Today, we wanted to discuss some of the new technology that we're dealing with at WiSys and how our partner at Barcodes Inc. is being supportive of our customers' needs and things like that. Well, hey, Gerry and Wes from Barcodes, good to see you guys again. And that leads me to the other thing. I know most of the customers that we have talk with you guys, primarily we at WiSys, we stay out of the discussion of which device is right for you. And I know by and large, it's easy to default to the 9300 because it's so feature rich. In the past, I think customers had to make decisions like, well, what are you going to scan? A box up close, or you're going to scan to the ceiling, or three racks up? And I think the 9300 has killed that complete discussion, hasn't it?
It really has. There's quite a few different SKUs or configurations for the MC9300 model. And this holds true for pretty much all the Zebra and Honeywell models. There's a lot of different configurations. Typically, we recommend and provision for most WiSys end users the premium model of the device, which has an extended range imager.
Hmm.
And you can scan barcodes, maybe like this, from a couple inches away. And you can also scan a barcode like this up to 50 feet away.
Oh,
And these are both 1D barcodes, but the extended range imager in the TC53 and the MC33 and the MC93, you can scan 2D barcodes like QR codes and data matrix, the same as you can the 1D barcodes, and again, anywhere from a couple inches up to maybe 40 or 50 feet away.
yeah, that's what I've seen that. I've seen customers doing that. Sometimes they're in the receiving area and they just scan a placard at the ceiling. And then I've seen people in the front office actually scanning a pick ticket with the same device. So it's really pretty convenient. Um, Most of the time, I know that I usually tell customers to talk to you. Uh, I believe Zebra and Honeywell have extended warranties, some type of a 3-year, no questions asked deal. Is that still in effect?
It is. We always recommend the comprehensive OEM manufacturer warranty. 3 years comprehensive, no questions asked. The device, you could run this over with a forklift, and as long as you can still read the serial number on the device, Zebra's going to repair or replace it for you. That's the same thing with a Honeywell device. Really, really highly recommended. Probably just over $100 per year per device for a comprehensive warranty like that. And they're very, very rugged pieces of equipment, but they are mobile computers. And at some point throughout their lifespan, they are going to have an issue and break. And having that warranty, that you're only paying a little bit of money for, is really it really future proofs the device and makes sure that it mitigates any headaches. The other thing about that is, should you actually break the device or something happens to the device and you don't have that warranty, in effect, typical repairs with the manufacturer start at about $800 each. So it makes sense to have that warranty on there for peace of mind, but also it's fiscally responsible, I think, with these pieces of equipment to have that.
Hmm. In terms of help getting barcodes help, don't you have your own comprehensive support beyond that? Is that another option?
Correct. Yeah, that would be our we call it true support. And there's a few different platforms for true support. The premium true support platform includes the SODI MDM, and it makes sure that we load and provision the device at origin, as well as if it ever goes in for warranty repair, it would come back to us. We load and configure the unit so that when you get it back, it's ready to use out of the box.
Okay.
True support also includes any RMA or triage, any tech support, repair requests, um, hardware support, as well as software support for the OS. Typically, if it's an application issue involving agility, we'll get on the phone with your team, Bob, and partner to make sure we solve that right away. And then the other thing that True Support also offers is what we call our TrueView platform. It's actually an individual website or portal for the customer to manage their devices. It's an online portal to be able to create repair tickets. There's a report dashboard that you can see, the total tickets that you've processed to date for service and support. And it's also a really cool asset management piece to be able to have all your devices and your contracts in one location on the web so that you can see exactly what you have, when your contracts are expiring, when you purchase the equipment, when when you've had service issues per
Mm.
site. Maybe one of the sites is having a lot of service issues, and you're wondering why, and you can easily go on that portal and kind of get some visibility on the dashboard. One other thing, Bob, I know, some of your end users that are looking they're at that point where they want to upgrade or expand their fleet of devices. We have an option to do hardware as a service, which is kind of like a lease agreement. And we can do lease to own and that type of thing. It frees up cash for some people. Sometimes it gives them an opportunity to use operating expense dollars rather than if they don't have a capex. It can free up a line of credit, that type of thing. So there's a lot of options that we can bundle the whole device, MDM, accessories, and all the engineering services into a monthly payment. And let's say, very typically it might be a 36-month agreement, and at the end of 3 years, you own all the equipment. So a
Hmm.
lot of flexibility there. We have an entire label company within our company that can provide any type of labels, whether it be, the large placards that you were talking about, or shelving upright totems or things like that, as well as your everyday, product labels and label printers. So we have a whole team that can help you, right to the install. We can actually install the labels on your racking systems or hanging from overhead. So tons of flexibility there.
I believe you told me that all these scanners are, within $500 of each other. It's not like because it's smaller, it's going to be cheap. Is that true?
Typically, we typically, for a good rugged device like the TC53, the MC33, or MC93, we typically are budgeting about $3,000 for the solution. And when I say the solution, that's the device, the accessories, charging cradles, batteries, the MDM, mobile device management service, and engineering and configuration services with 3-year hardware warranty. So, it seems like a lot of money up front. But again, for a piece of equipment that you're going to have potentially 10 years, you're going to recognize a good return on your investment.